Hare Krishna. Our satisfaction is determined more by the location of our consciousness than the location of our house. Sometimes some people aspire to have a house in a very expensive, prestigious locality, say a high-rise building or a row house or a bungalow, whatever. They think that if I am living in this locality, then everybody will know, oh, that is a locality of wealthy people, and this person must be very wealthy to have a house over there. And then they crave and slave to earn enough money, take a mountain of loans to somehow get a house in a prestigious locality. But when they are living in that locality, what happens? They are filled with anxiety. Now, how am I going to pay the mortgage? How am I going to get enough money? What if I lose my job? What if this happens? What if that happens? And then that anxiety takes away whatever satisfaction they may have got because of having a house in that locality. So we need to know what actually determines our satisfaction. Satisfaction is determined primarily by the state of our consciousness. So it's not wrong to want to have a good house in a good locality, and if we have the financial means to reasonably able to get that house, then that's fine. But if in getting a house in a good location, we put our consciousness in a bad location, that means we subject our consciousness to great anxiety, great agitation, then we will end up with a dissatisfaction. We will end up with that move to a higher locality won't lead to higher happiness, it will lead to higher anxiety. It will lead to greater misery. So that's why we have to know, we have to put first things first. And the process of Bhakti Yoga centers on shifting the location of our consciousness. Now when we practice Bhakti, we train our consciousness to be directed towards Krishna and to be situated in Krishna. Bhakti Yoga makes Krishna the home of our consciousness. Yes, our consciousness may go in different directions for different particular activities, responsibilities, services that we may need to do. But having done that, the consciousness comes back to Krishna. Just as we may do, for doing various things, we may go to various places. But once the job is done, we come back home. So making Krishna the home of our consciousness is the fundamental need for finding satisfaction in life. Because Krishna is the source of the supreme security. He is the source of the supreme satisfaction. And to the extent we are situated by our consciousness in Krishna, to that extent we will be satisfied. So the endeavor to make Krishna the home of our consciousness, the endeavor to change the location of our consciousness needs to be the first priority in our life. And then changing the location of our house can be a subsidiary priority. In the 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna is talking about the qualities of exalted devotees from 12.13 to 12.20, there in 12.19, he states, Aniketah sthirmatir bhaktiman same priya nara. Bhaktiman, so he says bhaktiman, those who are filled with devotion, enriched with devotion. What is their characteristic? Aniketah. Niketan refers to home. So he says that they're not attached to their home. They may not even have a home. Here Krishna is talking about saintly devotees who live in forests, who travel all over the world. They may not have a place of residence also. Aniketah, although they have no home, sthiramatir, their consciousness is fixed. Where is it fixed? It is fixed in Krishna. And such devotees are supremely safe, supremely secure, supremely satisfied. And while we may not be at that level, but at least we can know that that is the direction which we need to progress. So rather than letting the effort for changing the location of our home cause a dislocation in our consciousness, we focus on changing the location of our consciousness towards Krishna and harmonize all other efforts with that primary effort of locating our consciousness in Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.